welcome back to my channel. I just got home from doing a bunch of photos for the week, and I know this has been a very highly requested video. I'm gonna kind of walk you guys through what I do, how I plan it, and a lot of you guys have asked, how do you get so many photos throughout your week? And everyone knows that has been following me on Instagram for a while that I do have a full-time job. So it's not impossible. If this is something you guys really want to do and pursue, you just gotta go for it. Planning, writing out lists are gonna be super important for this. So these are gonna kind of be my little tips and tricks for you guys. I mean, there's not a big secret. It's just making the time for something that's gonna be really important to you. And this is something that has been really important to me for a while, and it does pay off in the end. So this is something that's hopefully gonna inspire you guys, and let's dive into it. My number one tip is to have a designated day throughout your week. So some of you, full-time is different. So sometimes your days off are Saturdays and Sundays. My days during the week are Thursday and Fridays off. So what I usually like to do is I like to look at the weather, plan ahead. I do a lot of my shots outside. I love natural light. Sometimes if there's rain during my week and I know I have to get photos done, I will make it work. I have a whole lighting setup that I've invested in, and that is something that you don't have to do right away, but there are always ways that you can do this. So with that being said, my day that I like to do my things is the first day that I am off. So that would be a Thursday. Reason being is so that my day that I want to go do errands or hang out or being able to do something else on my off day, I always do it on the second day. So Thursdays, what I would like to do is I like to wake up in the morning. I like to shower, get ready, do my makeup, and do my hair, and then I go through my closet. So I will sift through everything in my closet and I'll be like, okay, what do I need to get done? Now, some weeks there are collaborations that I have to get done, so I will definitely plan around those first, and then I'll just get filler photos. So what I mean by collaborations is that I have companies that will send me clothing, or that I am styling for them, or I need to do shoots for. So that's a majority of why planning is important, because when you start pursuing blogging and you start pursuing your Instagram a little bit more, you're going to have brands that reach out to you, and you're going to have deadlines. What I really like to do is I like to get those products first. I like to lay them all out on my bed, and then once they're all out on my bed, then I'm like, okay, now what can I fill in? Also, what's really important is on my Instagram, I have a certain flow and a certain color scheme. For me, it's really easy. Everything's very neutral, very rust colors, terracotta colors, browns. So I have a lot that I can work off of. Now, there are a bunch of influencers out there who are very colorful and vibrant, and that works for them, and they don't need to necessarily organize or plan or curate a feed. What I mean by curating a feed is you like to plan in advance, and you have different color schemes that you need to work off of. For me, it's neutrals. So I don't really have a specific thing in mind. So that's one really big thing to kind of, to listen to and think about when you are planning out outfits. Second thing is, after you planned out all your outfits, now it's time to plan photo location. What's really easy for a photo location is, especially when I'm out during the week driving, I keep a little notebook right in my center console in my car, and I literally will write down what I see. So let's say I'm on a corner of a certain intersection and there's a really cool sidewalk or a really cool house or a really cool bush or whatever I think is going to fit my aesthetic and is going to look good in a photo. I will literally write down the crossroads of that. I will write down what I saw, what it's next to. That is going to help you keep organized, so that way when you're coming up during your photos during the week, you're not gonna be like, oh my god, where do I need to go take photos? So that's why it's always really important to keep a notebook in your center console. I also keep one in my purse, so when I get home that day, I can see what I wrote everything down. So when it comes time for Thursday and I have all my outfits laid out, I can be like, okay, I can do this outfit at this location and this outfit at that location. Now, if you're just starting out and that might be a little overwhelming, A really good spot to do it is somewhere that will have a bunch of cute photo locations in one designated area. So what I used to do, and I still do, is there's a really cute area here in Nashville that is called 12 South. So what I'll do is we will literally park a car, park our car, and we will park it and we'll walk to different locations. So the first location that I'll do is in one outfit. Now, a lot of you are like, well, where do you get changed? Like, if you're going to have all these locations. Guys, I literally change in the car. You heard me, I change in the car. It's kind of weird at first when you start doing it, but after a while, you're like, oh, this is so easy. You'll figure it out. I do a lot of button downs and a lot of wide leg jeans and a lot of rompers because it's going to be easier for you to change in the car. And it's nice too is that in 12 South, in this area that I take a lot of photos, there's a neighborhood. So I literally just drive in an area where there's really no people walking around that way. So there's a bunch of different ways. Also, sometimes establishments don't really care if you're going to change in there. Like, there's a lot of coffee shops you probably can go to take photos. And if you bought a coffee, they're really not going to care if you change in their bathroom. That's kind of just a side note. Yeah, that's why it's really simple to find a designated area to where you can walk to the location, walk back to the car, change, and then go to a different spot. So it seems like you're taking photos every single day, but you're really only taking photos in that one designated day. I try to get 4 to 5 outfits so I can post that during the week, and then I'll just take some filler photos just to kind of fill in for my feed so it looks very organized. And again, it'll help you flow with your stuff. That's really the only 2 things that I have is really just planning out your outfits and finding a really cool spot that you can take multiple locations. Obviously, this is not going to work for everybody, and some of you don't have full-time jobs and you don't have a designated day. So plan ahead. It's really important to plan ahead. That's really all this is planning ahead, getting your outfits, and getting yourself organized. If you have yourself on a social media schedule, you're gonna be fine, and this is gonna work out perfectly for you guys. I know after this video goes live, I'm gonna get a bunch of questions on Instagram and here saying, where is the behind the scenes video? It's coming, guys. That's gonna be a whole other beast in itself. It's gonna take a lot of planning, but I will do it, I promise. But in the meantime, this is just something that is the process before finding photo locations and how I take my photos. So I will be taking you through my closet and how I lay everything out on the bed and how I curate everything. If you guys want to see a separate video on how I actually organize my feed ahead of time, I can definitely do that video for you guys. So if you just want to leave a comment below and give it a thumbs up, that'd be really appreciated. If you guys want to see how my whole Instagram feed looks all together, follow me. I am at The Wandering Fleur. I will link that down below in the description box for you as well. And yeah, guys, well, thanks for tuning in. This is something that I wanted to film for a while, and I'm finally glad I got around to it. And I really hope you guys enjoy it and it helps you. Remember, if this is something that you want to do, you will make it a priority, and this is the tools that will help you succeed. And if you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always here. And yeah, so I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.